I learned this about Italian people. I heard that no Italian child believes in the tale of Red Riding Hood. Yeah, apparently it's beyond any Italian child's comprehension. You have to leave the house to go and visit your grandmother.
This comedian is the perfect example of good, clean comedy. Hi, I'm Veronica with WatchMojo.com, and today we're chatting with comedian
Kevin Gasior.
So tell us, how did you get into comedy?
I guess maybe that starts way back in high school. Interestingly enough, we had a class called speech, where we had to get up and present between 30 seconds up to 10 minutes by secondary 5. And I realized that by choosing funny speeches, it would fill in the time so I could actually memorize a shorter speech, and then got into watching more Letterman and said, oh, that's kind of what I'd like to do one day, and then started on the long course to where I am now. Nowhere near that final goal yet, but...
There's a reason you never see a guy like me on one of these reality shows in a hot tub, 4 women, me sitting there, my glasses on, do an impression for you.
Now, after all these years you've managed to keep your act clean, what made you take this route rather than going dirty?
One of my earlier influences would have been Seinfeld, who was perfectly clean. Brian Regan, even now, who is just perfectly clean in the way he executes his material. I also teach a stand-up comedy class for kids. So even though I may not want to stay as clean now, I'm sort of forced because I'll have 8 to 12-year-olds logging onto my website to check out the material, and more importantly, their parents logging on to check out the material. My enrollment wouldn't be too high if I went the other route. But it's satisfying to get a joke on a clean premise and delivery, just because often the potty mouth will get potty mouth. Is that what I'm saying? I'm being clean when I'm trying to describe vulgar. That's kind of neat, eh?
Now, after the show, you often can buy a CD or a DVD from the comedian, but you actually offer something a little different.
I tried to get a job with Hallmark cards, becoming a freelance writer for them, and realized that the pay wasn't worth it, that I'd try and compete with Hallmark and come out with my own line of greeting cards based on my character and my jokes. And that's a little sample of those cards I have here. Featured with the punchline on the inside, some basic birthday cards and greeting cards, that kind of thing. This is a little commentary on political correctness. There'd be Merry Christmas. And on the inside saying it's only politically incorrect if you add the person's faith to the end of the greeting. And we have a little Merry Christmas Jew card.
Well, thank you very much and good luck.
That's it. Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure.